For British expats living in the USA, retirement planning can be complex. This may mean managing financial assets between two countries, two currencies, and two completely different financial systems. For example, you may hold a UK pension, a US retirement account such as a 401k or IRA, investments in both countries, and eventually income from the UK state pension or US Social Security. In this video, I'll explain how all of these assets can work together and cover 6 key considerations for UK expats planning to retire in the USA. Firstly, let's start with your retirement goals. Before you consider any pensions or investments, it's important to get clear on how exactly you expect your retirement to look. Where do you expect to live? Will you spend most of your retirement in the USA? Will you eventually return to the UK? Or will you split your time between the two countries? And how much income will you need realistically to maintain your lifestyle? These decisions will influence how you structure your retirement assets. For example, if you know that you want to spend most of your time in America, you may want to structure your retirement income strategy to focus primarily on US dollars. Or, for example, if you know that eventually you may return to the UK, you might want to take a very different approach when it comes to currency and pension planning. Your retirement strategy should be built around your future goals and not simply the assets and accounts that you currently hold. The second step is understanding all of the assets that you currently hold in both the UK and the USA and how these can eventually work together. Your UK assets may include workplace pensions, personal pensions, SIPs, property, and eventually the UK state pension. And your US assets may include a 401k, an IRA, taxable investments, and eventually benefits from the US Social Security. While all of these assets have different rules and purposes, it's important not to consider them in isolation. Instead, consider how they may work together to provide your retirement income. Step 3 is managing currency risk. And this is particularly important if you have UK assets providing pounds, but you plan on retiring in the USA. If your pension is in pounds, but your expenses are in dollars, movement in the exchange rates between the two currencies can affect your spending power in the USA. Currency planning is not simply converting everything to dollars. A much better approach is to consider where you'll spend your money, in which currency your assets are held, and how you'll generate income throughout your retirement. Overall, it's much better to try to manage your currency exposure rather than predict where exchange rates may move next.